Are the Steelers ready for a big move? A new name could transform the defense. Do the Pittsburgh Steelers need to make a bold move this offseason? Should the team take a chance on a defensive star to bolster its secondary? With a window of opportunity open in the free agent market, the franchise could be about to make a crucial decision that could impact the entire structure of the defense for next season. The NFL is a game of adjustments. To win, you need to constantly evolve, adapt, and strengthen your weakest areas. The Steelers already have a strong defense, but that doesn't mean the job is done. With cornerback Donte Jackson about to enter free agency, Pittsburgh needs to decide whether to resign him or look for an even more promising alternative to fill his vacancy. And one name that emerges as an exciting possibility is San Francisco 49ers' Charvarius Ward. The defender, who has already been elected Pro Bowler, could be exactly what the Steelers need to raise the level of the defense and solidify one of the most feared secondaries in the NFL. Now let's analyze how this possible signing could transform the Steelers roster and what the impacts of this move would be on the team's future. But first, don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel to continue following all the news and behind the scenes of the Pittsburgh Steelers and the NFL. The Pittsburgh Steelers defense enters the 2025 offseason in a more stable position than the offense, but that doesn't mean the front office can relax. General Manager Omar Khan has important decisions to make, and one of the priorities is to ensure that the cornerback group is ready to compete at a high level next season. Among the issues that need to be resolved, the future of Donte Jackson is one of the most urgent. The player, who arrived in Pittsburgh in a trade with the Carolina Panthers during the 2024 offseason, had a solid start but failed to maintain his performance until the end of the season. Part of that can be attributed to physical issues that affected his performance, but even so, the question of his permanence remains. If the Steelers choose not to resign Jackson, an extremely viable alternative is already on their radar: Charvarius Ward, one of the most respected cornerbacks in the NFL, and who should test the free agent market next month. ESPN analyst Matt Bowen believes that Pittsburgh would be the ideal destination for Ward, ranking him as the 10th best free agent available this offseason. With an impressive resume and years of consistency in the league, Ward emerges as a more reliable and experienced option to bolster the defense. Despite having struggled in 2024, Ward has a much stronger track record of success than Jackson. Additionally, his NFL performance was affected by a personal tragedy, which may have influenced his decision to seek a fresh start with another team. Ward revealed that he is still dealing with the emotional aftermath of the loss of his one-year-old daughter, and that it has impacted his relationship with California, where he plays for the 49ers. "I have a lot of trauma in California," Ward said, according to ESPN's Nick Wagoner. "I've had some amazing times, but I've also had the worst experience of my life here. It brings back bad memories. Every time I get on a plane back to California, I feel a huge weight." Ward also mentioned that his partner doesn't want to return to the state, which has made his stay even more difficult. With that, a move to Pittsburgh could be just what he needs to get his fresh start and focus on football. If the Steelers do move forward with this deal, Ward would form an incredible duo with Joey Porter Jr., bringing more experience and solidity to the secondary. He could take on the role of number one cornerback, allowing Porter to develop even further without having to shoulder all the responsibility in coverage. The market is already indicating that Ward is expected to sign a contract in the $45 million range for 3 seasons, according to Spotrac. That amount is within the Steelers' budget, who, after releasing Preston Smith, now have more than $53 million in cap space. Steelers need a bold move to elevate defense. With all the changes planned for this offseason, the Steelers have the chance to build an even more dominant defense. The possible arrival of Charvarius Ward would not only reinforce the unit, but it would also demonstrate the franchise's commitment to competing on equal terms in the AFC. If Pittsburgh does decide to move forward with this deal, the team could enter the 2025 season with one of the most solid secondaries in the NFL, something essential to compete against explosive attacks like those of the Kansas City Chiefs and Baltimore Ravens. Omar Khan and his team know that this is the opportunity to take a big step towards the future. Now it remains to be seen whether the board will have the courage to make this move and secure a big name for the defense. The big question that remains is, should the Steelers invest heavily to bring in Charvarius Ward or keep Donte Jackson? Which would be the best choice for the team's future? Comment below with your opinion. Should the Steelers bank on Ward's experience or give Jackson another chance? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to keep up with all the Steelers and NFL moves.